Good morning, Gladiators. It is Tuesday, December 1st. We are now in December, getting close to the end of the year. So today is our last day of review before we have the benchmark. So if you remember, yesterday we assigned the review sheet. That is due by the end of the day today, so please make sure to get that completed. Some of the key things you need to look at, make sure you can calculate using 8-man, finding the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons. Make sure that you know the electrical charge and location of the protons, neutrons, and electrons. You can read the periodic table with groups and periods, and you know about similar properties. Which groups are reactive, which groups are not reactive, where do I find the metals, where do I find the non-metals. Make sure you know how to count atoms, especially with parentheses. Thinking of others, maybe the mass, the law of conservation of mass, what you start with has to match what you end with, and what are those evidences that indicate a chemical reaction has taken place. Then when you get into force and motion, make sure you can calculate force, mass, and acceleration using your triangle. Make sure you know your laws of motion, the difference between speed, velocity, and acceleration, and your motion graphs, specifically a speed graph or velocity graph. Alright, so today, finish the review sheet. Once you finish that review sheet, there is a Kahoot review for you to play. If you're with us in class, we'll play it together, and we may play a couple of other games, but if you're not with us, then you'll play the Kahoot. Now, I do want to remind you, if you go back to your main materials page, you are going to find all of those review videos. So you have chemistry review and force and motion review, and each of those has videos and Quizlets embedded. So go through those, especially if you're struggling with any of those concepts, and make sure you study before the test. We'll do one last review before we take the test tomorrow, and then we'll be finished with this unit and moving on into geology. Like always, if you have any questions, message me or join us on Zoom. Have a great day, Gladiators.